What's up, guys? It is time for another Platinum update. Platinum Trophy update. PlayStation Trophy update. It's time for Platinum's 101 to 125. So if you missed my first video, it's 1 to 100, my first 100 Platinums. I decided that every 25 Platinums, I'm going to do another video on them. So this is number 1 to 125. We left off with Destroy All Humans last time. That was Platinum number 100. That was I guess an HD remake before the latest HD remake. But I'll go more into that in a little bit. So let's get started. Here we go. Platinum number 101, SpiderMan. Now, I don't do DLC. I don't download DLC, so unless it's free, you're probably not going to see it on here. But I do want to point out real quick, and I'm going to show you this on a couple of these games. Sometimes it takes me a while to get around to finishing a game. This is not a hard platinum, but my first trophy was on 9/7/18, and I don't think I got the platinum until... Okay, it took me 3 weeks. Not too bad, I guess. Moving right along, a Resident Evil 7. I think... Yeah, that's right. Okay. Resident Evil 7. This game was badass. If you guys have not played Resident Evil 7, you need to. Okay? It's freaking amazing. This is probably my favorite Resident Evil game now. I think this overtook 4 for reasons. One, and this is what I was saying. 123.17 was my first trophy on this, and then I finally got the platinum a year and almost... a little over 3 months later, 10/24/18. It's not that it's a hard game. It's just I started it and I couldn't get back to it for whatever reason. Work, traveling, whatever the case may be. But this game is freaking awesome, guys. Control everything on this. Jump scares. Like, I don't scare easily, and there were a few times where I was like, oh shit. From the jump. The story is so amazing. You can speedrun this game in a couple of 3 hours or something like that. Matter of fact, I think that's one of the trophies. But just the way this game handled and everything was just so much better than any other Resident Evil out there. And I say it overtook 4 because, honestly, if you go back and play 4, there's a lot wrong with 4 control-wise. One of the biggest things, and you're going to see a couple of other Resident Evil games on here too, and I'm going to kind of touch on the same thing, but one of the biggest things with 4 is you can't aim and shoot. And that was fixed in 5, and that was a big problem. And then, of course, I'm going to have some games in here where I didn't get around to finishing. Show 19. Onimusha Warlords. This was a remake of the very first Onimusha game on PS2. I like that they're remaking these and doing HD remakes, you know, and updating the graphics a little bit. But PS2 did not have trophies. Trophies weren't implemented until PlayStation 3. So to go back and play this one again was a lot of fun, actually. These are 3 easy ones right here. Arcade game series, Pac-Man. And then there's Galaga and a Dig Dug. They're all on the same disc. And I think there might be a 4th on there that I just never got around to playing, I think. But they're super fun. These are easy platinums if you guys are just looking to boost up your platinum numbers. And there's a lot of games out there that's super easy, like 2-minute platinums that you can just do that with. But I like to have fun with the games I play, mostly. Detroit Become Human. This one was interesting. You play as several different humanoids, not humanoids, cyborgs? Robots with human skin. I guess that'd be cyborgs, technically, but cyborg has such a negative connotation to it. Anyhow, this game is one of those where you have to make several decisions throughout the game, and your decisions affect your progress and the story path that you will, the path you will take on your story. And you definitely have to go back through and play it multiple times. Not a super hard platinum, but definitely time consuming, a little grindy, especially because you got to go back and play the game so many times. I didn't know a whole lot about this game, and it's kind of jarring how kind of political it was, and I wasn't ready for it. And, you know, unless I know, by and large, I don't really like politics in my entertainment. Unless I know that's what I'm getting into, you know, like I don't know, for example, House of Cards, it's obviously a political show. If I know that going in, it's a little bit easier for me to accept. No, that's the wrong word. Anyhow, I didn't do a whole lot of homework on this game before starting to play it. I just knew I wanted to play it, so the political aspect of it was a little like, oh, okay, this is happening. Hello, neighbor. I actually did not platinum this one. My son did. He likes to start a lot of games on my profile, and I'm like, you better finish it. But he actually enjoyed this game. I watched him play it the entire way through, so I was there in spirit and support. Again, not a hard platinum on that one. 18 trophies. You're basically running from the neighbor and doing things. I don't know, it's Hello Neighbor. It's an old game. What are you going to do, right? Again, a couple of games that didn't finish. Sonic Mania, I got kind of bored with that one. The levels were just too long on that one. The Lego DC Supervillains. I love the Lego games. That's no surprise. So, no surprise that this game is in there. These are super fun games. If you guys are looking for something to do with, a younger child or even like a husband and wife, if she's not really good or even he's not really good at video games, this is something that almost anybody can kind of be good with. Resident Evil 2. This is a, complete HD remake of Resident Evil 2. It came out on 64, I think PlayStation, probably even Dreamcast maybe at the time. I don't know. You guys are going to correct me. Actually, okay, fine, cool. But this is one of the reasons why 4 has dropped on my all-time list, because they did such a good job on Resident Evil 2. Not only Resident Evil 2, but Resident Evil 3, and you're going to see that platinum on here in just a little bit too. Super, super fun game. I did not like Resident Evil until 4. I didn't like Code Veronica series. I didn't like the Zero series. 4 is what did it for me. 5 I loved. 6 was crap. 7's my favorite. And 8, I still haven't gone through that one all the way yet. But this made me enjoy the game. This version of it made me really enjoy the game. Enjoy 2 and enjoy 3. And I'm so glad that they did HD remakes. I gotta be honest, I want a Resident Evil 4 HD, full HD remake, just like they did with 2 and 3. It'd be perfect. Injustice, this guy, Injustice 2. Let me tell you guys about Injustice 2, okay? You want to talk about a game that took me so long to platinum, right? Very first trophy, 5/24/2017. My last trophy, and it's not because lack of trying or lack of playing, 4/5/2020. 3 years almost. 3 years almost to get this last trophy. Why? These boxes, you get these boxes like, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for here? Gift boxes, if you will. You earn points by playing and whatnot, and then you can unlock these boxes, and it's diamond level, platinum level, and you get certain things. Well, some of those things are abilities. I had to get Catwoman's ability to be able to defeat Cheetah with Catcall. That's the ability, as you can see right there. It took me 3 years to finally get that ability, to get that trophy, so I could get the platinum. Matter of fact, that was the last trophy I needed. If you look at the time, 1:51 a.m., and then the platinum popped at 1:51 a.m. immediately afterwards. Super grindy, which actually sucks because I really enjoyed the game, but when a game makes me have to play, and there's trophies out there where it's like, play 1,000 online matches or win 500 online or whatever. When you start forcing me to play a game, it takes me out of it. I really enjoyed this game, though. I will pick up Injustice 3 if and when it comes out. Most of you guys know I'm a big Tekken guy. If I had to pick another fighter to jump to and leave Tekken alone completely, it would be Injustice. This is my number 2 fighter. Super fun game. Super easy to control. It's like... it's more Mortal Kombat-y than Street Fighter. So if you're kind of a fan of Mortal Kombat, you may be a fan of Injustice. But it's obviously all the DC characters. And a lot of the DLC on it. You've got Ninja Turtles and... of course, I would draw a blank right now, but there's a ton of DLC. A ton of customization with your outfits and unlocks and things like that that you can get on it if you're into that kind of thing. But this game right here, that was probably one of the hardest trophies to get just because of the grind and because of how long it took, because you had to grind, and it's completely random. I don't think you can go in and buy it. I like the ability, so fuck that trophy. Moving right along, Nat Geo Wildlife. This was just cleanup from PS3. I needed like one trophy. I think it was win 50 games or something like that. And my profile on my PlayStation 3, when I started doing this, my PS3 yellowed, which for those of you who don't know, that's overheating. It's equivalent to the Xbox's red ring of death. So I lost all my data and whatnot, and no, I didn't have it saved and backed up in the cloud and all that shit. So I just had to do it over again. But I finally did it. Resident Evil 3 again. Full HD remake, just like Resident Evil 2. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. Days Gone. This is a very fun zombie game. You know, you're basically, you can put weapons together. Think like Dead Rising. Dead Rising? Is that that's right. I think that's right, isn't it? With the guy with the thing. Yeah, I think it's Dead Rising. Anyways, you can craft weapons. You can use these weapons to kill zombies, kill hordes of zombies. And what's crazy is these zombies aren't slow like Plants vs. Zombies or something. These dudes move. And when you have a horde coming after you, you have 100+ zombies running after you, and you're literally just like, your heart starts thumping. Because are they going to get you? It's kind of crazy. Super fun game, really good story, really nice concept. It's, you know, I don't want to say it's the classic apocalypse coming and there was a virus and zombies, but that's kind of what it is. But they did it in a pretty nice storytelling kind of way. Horrible description on why you should buy this game, but it's a really good game. Red Dead I haven't finished up yet. Shadow Colossus. Obviously, the show, I'm a big baseball fan. I love the show series. I love it. The show 20 was fantastic, actually. That's probably one of the best ones that they've ever put out. 2021, it kind of lacks a little bit on the, I guess, the My Player mode, the career mode. Creeks. This was an independent game. I was doing some streaming for a little bit, and I had to do some indie games, and I ran across this one, read the description, sounded kind of neat. It was kind of neat, kind of a puzzle platforming kind of game. Didn't take very long to platinum, I don't think, either. 831, first trophy, and 4 days later, I got the platinum. And probably because I took a day or two off in there, honestly. But if you're just looking to pad your stats, have at it. Cuphead. Fuck Cuphead. Great game. Love the game. Super hard, though. First PS5 trophy, or platinum trophy, is Astros Playroom. This comes preloaded on your PlayStation 5. Really easy. I like this game because it really showcases what the controller can do, what the PlayStation 5 controller can do. Can do a lot of stuff, and it's up to game devs to implement those things into games. Took me 2 days to get this platinum, though. First trophy was on 11/17, 11/19. I don't know why I was up at 7:04 in the morning. I probably hadn't gone to bed yet, most likely. But that's a really easy one. So if you guys haven't played this, play it. It really showcases what the controller can do. It's actually really neat. Spider-Man Miles Morales. This is another easy platinum. I know a lot of people complain that it was too short for, you know, a $70, $60 game or whatever PlayStation 5 games are coming out now. And they're not wrong. But it kind of was a continuation of Spider-Man. Could it have been done on like a DLC or something? Yeah, probably. But it is what it is. It's actually a fun game. If you like the first Spider-Man game on PS4, you're going to like this one because it's basically the same thing, just Miles Morales instead of Peter Parker. That's a fun one. Chicken Police. This game is surprisingly surprising. This game is really good. It's one of those point-and-click adventures, and this is, again, I did this, you know, an indie game while doing my streaming whatnot, but 11:10, and then okay, this one took me a little bit of time to to get the platinum on. Really fun. I want a second one, and basically you're a detective and you're a chicken, and everybody in the game has like a animal head kind of thing, and it's a murder mystery whodunit type detective game where you got to figure out, you know, who did the killing. Really fun game. Really fun game. It is out physical now, and I think I might go pick it up just to have it because I really enjoyed that one. And Bug Snacks. This would be my third platinum on the PlayStation 5. Is that where all my platinums end? I think there's one more, but there's just not a whole lot of games on the PlayStation 5 that I'm wanting right now. So I'm actually still playing a lot of PlayStation 4. This was a pretty easy platinum as well. 11, 12. That took about a month. You know, not playing every day. If you played every day, you could probably get this done in a couple weeks or something. I've heard this compared to Pokemon, or kind of Pokemon-esque. Not really. You gotta catch bugs like you gotta catch Pokemon. It's a little bit different. Kind of the same concept. I mean, that's not all you do. There is a story mode or storyline in here, rather. But it's a fun game. Quick, easy platinum. Don't got to think too hard on it. Control, I'll be finishing that one up. Let's go. Destroy All Humans. Yes, this was on my other last video. We ended. That was platinum number 100. But this would be a more true HD remake. And the trophies are different. There's a couple more trophies and different trophies. So I count it. I don't like to count the same games twice, because I know you can do that, especially with like Vita versus PS3 versus PS4, the same game. But if the trophy list is different enough, then it's good, and I'm gonna say this is good. So I love the Destroy All Humans. I'm looking forward to Destroy All Humans 2 HD remake on that, and hopefully we'll get a 3 moving forward. I hope. I like this series. Really good series. Cobra Kai, the Karate Kid saga continues. This is a side-scrolling beat-em-up, very much like Streets of Rage. Just a little more fast-paced. This shouldn't have been as hard a platinum as it was. And the reason it was is because you've got these belts right here. Purple belt, blue belt. Complete karate challenges. You got a list of challenges in each belt where you have to complete the challenges, and then you unlock that trophy. Well, a lot of times they're not clear on what you have to do to complete those challenges. Certain kicks, it's kind of difficult to figure out how to do those kicks. What counts, what doesn't count, things of that nature. Speaking of, it seems like if you go through in one run and do certain challenge, you're good. But if you go through a level and, you know, one of them is you got to get wreck 10 sunglass racks. Basically, it's like a kiosk in the mall and they got sunglasses on them. You got to destroy them. But if you go through on one level and you do it 5 times and then you come back and replay the level, do it another 5 times, it's like it doesn't stack. But sometimes it did. It was actually really frustrating on some of these challenges to figure out what you actually had to do. But it's a fun game. If you're looking for, you know, you play as 4 different characters, you can start. You're going to have to do at least 2 playthroughs because you either start as Miyagi-Do or you start as Cobra Kai. And you've got 4 characters on each side that you can use and you can switch out at will. And they all have different moves, different specials, things of that nature. Actually a really, really fun game, and you can string together big combos. So, I don't know. If that's your gig, check it out. Even if you don't want a platinum, you can have fun with this one. Retro Mania Wrestling. This is a newer wrestling game, and by newer, it's been out, I guess we're going on a year or so now, and this definitely has an old school feel of wrestling to it. I've heard people say it's like 64 type wrestling. Yeah, it is, and I think did I do a thoughts video on this? I believe I did. Fun fact, I was actually in this as an NPC. Me and Billy and who else was in this? Eric, John Riggs, Alpha Omega Sin, Johnny Millennium. A lot of us were in this as NPCs. I'd like to be in it. Playable character. Hint, hint. Mike, just saying. Just saying. Don't know if you're going to watch this or not, but this is a really fun game. Really, really, really fun game. And he actually did a ring with Retropalooza logo on it. He came out to Retropalooza last October 2021. And that was actually really, really, really neat. You know, if you put that on physical version with Retropalooza ring, I'll buy it. Just saying. Just saying. God of War 4, another classic example of a game that I started years ago, didn't finish, put it down, and I'm a big God of War fan, but I didn't want to get into this until I had the time to get back into it. And my first trophy here was for 2018. I got the Platinum 7-1 2021. It took me almost 3 years to do this, only because I didn't have the time to be able to sink myself into it. And once I did, and I loved it. I'm looking forward to Ragnarok. Like, there's not many things I'm like, oh, I'm so excited for that to come out. God of War is one of those franchises. GTA is one of those franchises. Uncharted is one of those franchises. This is a really good remake of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Going to be a hard platinum, but I'm going to do it. And this will be the last PlayStation 5 platinum on here, Subnautica Below Zero. And this is, again, my kid did this one. He got this game and started on my profile, so I'm like, here's what you got to do. You got to finish it, because, I mean, even though I got a lot of games not finished, but they're my games, and do as I say, not as I do. Anyways, the boy put like 20 hours into this game, and then his save crashed. It like deleted on him, and he was pretty bummed out, and we just happened to go online and find a walkthrough for it, and he was able to platinum it in like 30 minutes after that, which, putting all the time into it, he was kind of pissed off and didn't even want to touch it anymore. So we kind of cheated this one with the guide, but I guess fix your game. Save files shouldn't be crashing. Resident Evil Village, this is another classic one, and I will platinum this. I just haven't been able to get around to it. So I think I've played maybe an hour and a half of it, and I've not been able to get back around to it, but I will. And then we've got, where's the next platinum? I think that's it. Yeah, so Subnautica is platinum 125. I'll go ahead and talk about these, but I'll do them. I was streaming the other night, and someone was like, you got to play these 2 games. Here's $10. Download them. So I did. And guys, literally, if you just want to pad your stats, first trophy was at 2:23 a.m., 2:27 platinum. Like, it's weak. It's such a weak game. Same with this one, 2:28 p.m., platinum at 2:31 p.m. I think I held one button the entire time, L2 or something, I don't know. But that's actually, I mean, it counts as 126 and 127, but we'll talk about those in the 126 to 150 video. And I'm going to right now turn this off and start going after more, doing cleanup on some of these platinums so we can talk about them and stuff. And you know what I've thought about doing? I've thought about doing like a 30 for 30 challenge, 30 days, 30 platinums, but, you know, with rules. Like, I have to do a PS3, a PS4, a PS5, maybe go back and do cleanup on 1 or 2 or 3 of those. And super easy games like this, limit those to where it's not just a bunch of easy platinums, but I gotta find the time to be able to do that. If you guys want to see that at some point, let me know, and maybe I'll get down on that. But all right, guys, so that's my 101 to 125 platinum trophies. I've got a lot of stuff that's unfinished that I'm gonna be doing cleanup on and whatnot like that. I think if I get the time, I think I want to do like a 30 and 30 challenge, 30 platinums in 30 days. I have to set some rules and boundaries for that. So let me know what you guys think about that, and give me your trophy count.